Welcome back. So, before we went on that break, you were talking about, I said, where do we draw the balance in? You know, don't take this, or you want to take whatever you want to take. Where do we draw the balance in? And you were explaining that part.
Let me understand you again.
No, before we went on the break, you were talking. I asked the question about how do we draw. I mentioned the issue of the sugar, and how do we ensure that whatever we do, we are not tilting towards, like, I want to take vegetable for 3 months, or just because I wanted to detoxify the body. How do I need to see the doctor first? Do I need to talk to him, run some tests?
I don't think you need to see a doctor before you start modifying your diet. I don't think you really need to do that. But what I'm trying to say is that...
But what if there are some underlying issues already?
That's where I was going to. It's very important for everyone, especially those who can afford it, because medical assessments are quite expensive in this country. And I don't know how the insurance companies are doing now, but I always recommend that you consult a doctor as a first step to building your health, so that your doctor can go through your systems, do his diagnostic tests, and then be able to tell you the conventional medical doctors will do is to tell you the diseases, but they will not be focusing on the dysfunctions. But we in the holistic world, we in the integrative medicine world, will be able to tell you through our, what you call our functional health evaluation, we'll be able to tell you the dysfunctions you have in your body. And when we've gotten to that stage, we'll now be able to recommend for you the kind of nutritional products you can take to reverse the dysfunction so that they don't progress to a disease state. Let me give you an instance. By the time we do the normal liver function test, it's called SGOT and SGPT. Anytime it's high, there's already a liver cell damage. Why must we wait for a liver cell damage before we go to do the test? There's so many other natural tests that can be done to dictate when there's already an imbalance in that liver, and you can pick it up early, and then begin a process to reverse the trend so that it doesn't go to
those other tests. Are they tests you can do on your own, or
they are tests that experienced doctors who are in the alternative healthcare world can do? For instance, there's applied kinesiology. It's simple muscle testing. I remember when my father is dead now, but when my father was diagnosed of a prostate problem, it was applied kinesiology that we used to find out there was something happening in his prostate. It was from then we now began to see a urologist. So there are little tests. There's reflexology, there's naturopathy, there is radiology, there is applied kinesiology, there is acupuncture. There's so many things that we need to incorporate into our healthcare system. And I'm hoping, I'm praying to God that I can get to government so that government can look at changing the paradigm and setting up an integrative health institute in this country.
That's what I can see.
Yes.
Mike, I ask you this because I asked earlier about how the individual on his own, without necessarily having to go to the doctor, which is what she also asked, what can the individual do to stay healthy? For instance, we talk about red wine is good for your health. She talked about staying on fruit for the next 3 months, and you said you can stay on it for a week, but you don't have to
10 days,
stretch.
14 days, yes.
Okay. So these balancing, daily balancing, how much of exercise can I do in a day to get my system awake, that I don't have to go? I mean, growing up, they tell us an apple a day keeps you away from the doctor. So how much of fruit can I eat in a day to keep me going for the day?
I'm going to answer your question this way. I'm just going to tell everybody right now the 10 secrets of vibrant health. That if Nigerians would listen to me this morning and practice it on a consistent basis, their health are going to be turned around. First of all, I look at the spiritual life of the individual. You need to start your day with prayers. Whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, faith helps to build the immune system. Faith helps you to be stronger than being weak. So I believe that prayer is very important. Then the other thing is the mental and emotional management of the individual. A lot of people are so negatively programmed. Do you understand the point I'm making? And we always think negative thoughts, which is actually giving us a lot of problems in our body. It weakens the immune system. So we need to learn how to think positively. We need to know how to be proactive and be positive about life. Have gratitude for our lives. Thank God every day. Not focus more on the negatives. Focus more on the positives.
So positive thinking.
Positive thinking is very important.
Let
me quickly go through the 10 secrets of vibrant. Then you must consult your doctor Like I said earlier on, your doctor is very important. But I think that Nigerian doctors have to begin to also learn about the other parts of medicine so they can be complete, like what is happening in Europe and America. Then, of course, you need to alkalize your blood. I was talking about it, a lot of fruits and vegetables to alkalize your blood so that you can move away from an acidic blood, which is very dangerous for health. You need to make sure toxins are not in your body. Toxins actually is partly what is causing problems in people's bodies, and they keep taking drugs. You need to detoxify yourself on a regular basis. You need to have a proper exercise program, what is called cardio-size, that watches your heart so that your heart doesn't get endangered. You need to learn stress management. That is very topical. A lot of Nigerians are so stressed out. So many things are causing stress. People don't even know stress coping skills. I've set up the Stress Institute of Nigeria, and we're going to try and activate it. And we're going to do a lot of stress management seminars for people so they can learn stress coping skills. Most of all, you need to make sure that you don't have viruses, parasites, and fungus in your body. There are strategies to get that done.
Okay, quickly, let me, Chukwemeka is asking this question. He said,
yes.
The doctor talked about determining your heart exercise rate by subtracting your age from 180. My question is, the figure you get, is it the number of minutes you exercise in a day?
No, that's not it. It's your pulse. You know, you can wear a watch, and if you put your hand on the radial pulse here, you can count your pulse rate. So it is a pulse rate which you should never exceed while exercising.
Okay. And
hold on, there are some other questions that have come in here. Let me start with this one. Okay, we'll ask that on. Engineer Ojo Olufemi is asking for your details, but let's use this. Emmanuel from Luxembourg says, food and eating should be personalized. You must study your body and know what works for you. However, there is no universally agreed nutritional supplement that is good for the body. There are so many conflicting views on supplements. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah. And some people have also quickly, some of these things, are they scientifically backed? Because when you talk about dosage, the dosage that you can take for orthodox medicine, okay, take 2, 1 or something. You know, some people worry about.
Yes. Okay, because I'm a medical practitioner, I work with very top nutritionists in America. We're in a partnership, we're in an association, and there's a company called NutriWest in Douglas, Wyoming. They manufacture over 300 product lines, and they're all manufactured and produced by top nutritionists with a lot of research backing on them. They have product for every illness. Every known illness, there's a product for it. And that's what I use in my practice.
Okay.
So I don't just recommend any product that doesn't have any research backing.
Okay, for those who are asking for your details, I think our producer, if you call the lines that will be showing on your screen, you can get the details from our producer, Engineer Ojo Olufemi. You can send a mail and it will be sent to you. The details will be sent to you in response to your mail. Dr. Nwakisi,
thank you so much for coming on this morning.
Much. But Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for coming.
I hope you'll invite me some other time.
I do hope by the time I'm your age, I'll be looking as young as you are.
I feel awesome, really. And before we go, there's something I'd like all Nigerians to do every morning, afternoon, and night. And we can all say it together. I'm a strong, healthy, happy woman.
I'm a strong, healthy, happy man.
I'm a strong, healthy, happy woman.
Thank you.
20 times in the morning, 20 times in the afternoon, and 20 and it really works. That's called positive affirmations. You're feeding positive information into your body.
Thank you, Dr. Feinwan Wakese, medical practitioner who is into integrative medicine.
Thank you. And let me just say one thing. I want to say thank you to Shola for inviting me to
okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, we'll go on a quick break, and Sunrise will be back in a moment.